Okay, so today we're doing multiplying, dividing polynomials. It's MM1A2C. Anyways, this is just this distributive property. Remember, it's just basically foiling. So first times outer times inner times last. And that looks like this, right? The FOIL method. The first is this. The outer is 2x and 4. The inner is -5 and 3x, and the last is the last of each parentheses, which is -5 and 4. So you basically just multiply those out and combine like terms. So number one, I'm going to set it up like this. There's lots of different ways to set it up. So the first is going to be 2x and 3x. So it's going to be 2x times 3x, which equals 6x squared. The outer is going to be 2x times 4, which is 8x. The inner is going to be -5 times 3x, which equals -15x. The last is going to be -5 times 4, which equals -20. So combining those, we have, I'm just going to write it out here, 6x squared plus 8x minus 15x minus 20. So our like terms are 8x and minus 15x. Those are the only ones with the same variable and exponent. So 6x squared plus 8 minus 15 is -7x minus 20. Okay, that is how you do that one. So fairly straightforward. The next one, same process, so we're going to do FOIL. So F O I that is the same example. So same, I'm not sure why I did the same example twice, but you just do that one the same way that we did this one. Let's look at one more. So this one's a little different because this is a trinomial, right? So it's 3 terms times a binomial, 2 terms. So this is just going to be, there's 2 different ways to kind of set this up. One is you can multiply the first term, z squared times 5z times 2, then the middle term times this, and the last term times this, or, which is what I'm going to do, or you could set it up z minus 3z plus 1 5 plus 2. You could multiply this out, right? So it's just going to be 2 minus 6z plus 2 times 2 times z squared is going to be 2z squared, right? And then after you do that one, remember we got to put a 0 here. Rules of multiplying this out. It's going to be positive 5z minus 15z squared plus 5z cubed. So if you bring this down, it's going to be 5z cubed minus 13z squared minus z plus 2. Alright, that's the answer. Very simple and straightforward. So just set them up like you would a regular multiplication. So we're going to do one more example. We're going to do this example because there's not one like this on the example problem. So basically you're just saying x squared minus 3x minus 10 divided by x plus 2. I'm going to set it up like this. All over. Okay, so what do they want you to do here? They want you to factor the top. So if we're to factor the top, I'm going to set up my 2 parentheses. This is going to be x plus 2. Remember, for factoring, this is going to be x, this is going to be x. The factors of 10 are, what, 5 and 2. It's either we're looking for factors of 10, 1 times 10, 2 times 5. So we're looking for numbers that subtract to negative 3x. Well, 2 minus 5 is negative 3x, so let's use those. So it's going to be 2, 5. A little trick is if this sign is a negative, the last sign, that means these are going to be different, and this one, whatever sign this is, goes to the largest number. Or you could just think that negative 5x plus 2x equals negative 3x. So that checks. And then when it's like this, right, you can cancel because they're multiplied. If they were added right here, we couldn't cancel. But since they're multiplied together, we can cancel, which just leaves x minus 5, right, which would be a x minus 5. Okay, does that make sense? So if you see it like this, just set it up like this. Okay, I think that's all of them.